Now, mention the names Carnegie and Rockefeller and the word philanthropy comes to mind. Rich Americans, well, they've got a proud history of charitable giving. The latest in a long line are, of course, Bill Gates and Warren Buffett. But they're not alone. To date, more than 100 other billionaires have signed up to their giving pledge. With me now is Jacob Leaf, the co-founder of the education charity Ubuntu, Roy Head, CEO of Development Media International, and James Caan, an entrepreneur and former dragon from Dragon's Den, a program which puts business ideas to the test. Before we start, let's just take a look at James in action.
Looking for a £170,000 investment in their takeaway food business, delivering traditional British favourites to consumers' doors.
Instead of pizzas, curries and noodles, it's cottage pie, lamb casserole and bread and butter pudding.
James Caan liked the cuisine, but found the takeout setup costs far less to his taste.
I've run a retail business in food, and for £40,000 I could never open an outlet. I don't know where you're opening this shop, but you know, even in Bombay that would be a challenge.
Deborah.
Well, let's get on with this. I mean, even the other dragons were shocked. Now, are you as unkind to the kind of charities you deal with as you were with that poor
George,
hapless
they
people?
say I'm the nicest dragon. I'm the really kind one.
Listen, seriously though, I mean, do you need to bring that kind of rigour if you are, as you are, a rich person who's interested in philanthropy?
I don't think it's about rigour, George. I think it's about responsibility. I think when you are somebody who's, you know, made his money and you've had to work hard for it, I think you have to take the same responsible attitude when you're giving. And it's about finding organisations that you trust, that had good governance, good controls, that are transparent, that can show the entrepreneur the principle of value for money. Because everybody wants to know that for every pound of my hard-earned money that I donate, how much of that pound actually gets to the cause that you're promoting. So I think, you know, you showed on your clip the likes of Bill Gates. I think Bill Gates is one of the most recognised individuals on the planet who absolutely believes in value for money giving.
Now, you say you want, you know, every dollar, every pound that you give to make something. Now, Jacob, if I'm not mistaken, Ubuntu, the organisation that you deal with, I mean, you're actually suggesting something more, that for every dollar or pound or South African rand that is given, you have a sort of multiplying effect.
That's correct. I think we understand that raising a child takes time. Too often, philanthropists want us to create miracles in a 12-month grant cycle, and you can't raise a child in 12 months. And that's something I think we all know deep down in our own hearts with our own children, but when we think of the other, it changes a bit. Too often I'm asked the question, well, how can I reach more children for less money? And we believe that's the wrong question to be asking. Rather, what does it take to actually change a child's life?
And James, if I'm not mistaken, you two have a relationship, don't you?
Yes.
Yes. Now, I would argue, many people would argue, that actually the kind of thing that Jacob's organisation is doing is something the South African government should be doing. What on earth is a rich man from Britain doing something that South African taxpayers ought to be dealing with? I mean, we're talking about education here.
We are, and I think it's not about whose responsibilities in my eyes. I think as an individual, we all have a responsibility to the global community that we are now living in. And I think entrepreneurs like me do not think from a parochial perspective. You know, I want to be able to have the opportunity of giving something back. And I believe that Jacob has as a product that he's very passionate about, where he genuinely is making a difference. And I think if you're looking to make a difference to somebody's life, to me, does it really matter if that life is in South Africa, India, Pakistan, England? I don't think it matters. I think what matters is, are you making enough of a difference? And I think Ubuntu, in what it does in Africa, is absolutely making a difference.